The only way to move forward fast in the game of wholesaling real estate is to focus all of your efforts on the most important task. Now, there are so many questions that will pop up in your head about what strategies to take and what systems that you need. And when I started out, I had all these questions about wholesaling, and I found myself spending more time focusing on questions than action. All right, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when starting out, especially when it comes to real estate wholesaling, so you can stop asking questions and you can get to work. Hey there, clever investors. What's going on? Cody Sperber back again with another training video, and I'm really pumped about this one because today we're going to be talking about my top 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when you're wholesaling real estate. Now, these are going to be some great tips, so please stay tuned. But before we get too deep into today's content, I just want to welcome all my new visitors to the channel. I'm having so much fun with this YouTube thing, and we're dropping lots of value bombs on how to get started investing through creative real estate strategies. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you want to break free the rat race, make more money, have more fun, then you're at the right place. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications. That way you get notified whenever we drop fresh new content, just like this one. All right, we got some really exciting training coming up in the future, so make sure you hit that bell. All right, today's training video. Now, I know a lot of you guys search for these types of videos because you're looking to supercharge your real estate wholesaling business and really just fast track the amount of time that it takes for you to get deals done. So today, I'm going to give you what I believe are my top 5 mistakes that you should avoid when starting out. Now, mistake number 1 is explaining what you do as a wholesaler to a potential seller. Now, when you're first starting out, you don't have the confidence of a seasoned vet. And when it comes to structuring deals, depending on how you're marketing to sellers, you're probably going to get questions about what it is that you do, or maybe even what you do with the properties once you put them under contract. My advice is to keep it as simple as possible when you're talking to sellers about who you are and what you do. Don't back yourself into a corner. Make sure that you're kind of, be open with them, but you don't necessarily have to explain what is wholesaling and try to, educate them on how wholesaling works and how you're going to put their property under contract and you're going to flip the contract to another buyer. It's going to open up the door to too many questions and too much uncertainty. So when you talk to sellers, try to say something along the lines of this. My name is Cody. I'm a local real estate investor in the area, and me and my wife, we work on buying houses to either add to our portfolio so we can rent them out. Sometimes we fix them up and sell them for a profit. At this time, I'm not 100% sure what we would be doing with your particular deal, but either way, I can buy houses in any condition, I can pay cash, and close in days. Now, this keep it simple method has worked for me on so many different times, on so many different occasions. The sellers that I've done business with, they understand what I offer, and they agree to just that. They want me to give them an all-cash offer. They want me to close quickly. If the seller has a lot of questions, and they seem uncertain at times, 9 times out of 10, they're just not motivated sellers. And I really only want to spend my time with motivated sellers. Now, the last caveat to that is if they ask you directly, are you a wholesaler or are you wholesaling my house? I respond back, I don't lie. Do not get caught lying to a seller. I just say, hey, listen, at this point, like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with your property. If it makes sense and all the numbers work themselves out, then I could take it down, I could rehab it, I can renovate it and rent it out. Sometimes I might wholesale it out to other partners or do partnerships with other people. I raise money to be able to do this at scale. So there's a lot of things that I do with my property. At this time, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but all you need to know is that I'm going to pay cash, close on the date of your choice, and it's going to be a hassle-free sale. All right, mistake number 2 is not getting feedback from motivated sellers or cash buyers. Now, feedback is one of my secrets to success. A lot of people get discouraged when somebody tells them no or they fail miserably, and they don't see that as a learning opportunity. When you're first starting out, hearing the word no can be the best thing to happen to you. Now, I say this because you're going to get feedback when a seller doesn't accept your offer, or vice versa, when a cash buyer doesn't buy your property. So, for example, let's just say you submitted an offer on a home, and a couple of days later, the seller comes back to you and says that they decided to go with another investor or go another route. The absolute worst thing to do in this situation is to simply hang up the phone and move on to the next deal. Ask them, was there anything I could have done better to earn your business on this deal? What was it that the other person offered, or how did they position, or what did they say to get you to say yes? What was the missing piece? Now this question, or these questions, they're golden, because if you built any type of rapport with this person, then they're hopefully going to be willing to share their experience with you, so that way you can learn from it and get better. Now on the flip side of this coin, if a cash buyer sets up an appointment with you to go look at one of your properties, they don't buy the property, ask them, what was it about the property that you didn't like? Now, I love this question because it's going to let you know the types of deals to look for in the future for those particular cash investors. So do yourself a favor and always ask for feedback. Mistake number 3 is waiting too long to do follow-ups on potential deals. The money is in the follow-ups. Now, this mistake really pisses me off because sometimes people are just leaving so much money on the table. And like I said, the fortune's in the follow-up. If you've made an offer on a property and the seller, for whatever reason, isn't ready to make a decision right then and there, and they say they need more time to think about it, politely ask them, okay, when would be a good time to follow up with you? Now, obviously, you don't want to sound too desperate for the deal, but don't let days or weeks or months go by without constantly following up. Now, this gives them too much time, if you don't follow up, to look at other options and talk to other real estate agents and ask their friends and family what's going on or what their opinion is, or talk to other wholesalers. I know following up can seem scary at first, but it is, and I promise you, the most profitable thing you can do in your business. So do it religiously and do it consistently. Mistake number 4 is spending time on building a buyer's list before you even start in this business. Listen, I personally made this mistake. It's like putting the cart before the horse. And some gurus out there, they'll tell you that you need to have a big cash buyer's list in order to wholesale real estate, but that's just not true. In my opinion, cash buyers are going to come out of the freaking woodworks when you get a good deal, right? And they're constantly changing. I'm a cash buyer. Well, maybe I just bought 2 houses and now I'm kind of out of the game for a little while. And at the same time, somebody else is going to come into the game. All right? If you get a smoking deal under contract, I'm telling you right now, you hold it up in town and you start screaming at the top of your lungs, I got a smoking hot off-market deal at 50 cents on the dollar, and watch the contractors, the real estate agents, the landlords, the rehabbers, everybody's going to come out of the freaking woodworks and they're going to want to do the deal with you. Now, there's nothing wrong with meeting or talking to investors and building a cash buyer's list. In fact, I do it every day of the week, 7 days a week. I spend about an hour building my cash buyer's list. And I get to know them and I fill out buyer profiles on them and I incentivize them to become I have another video, I'll actually post it right here, where I talk about, moving people from regular cash buyers to VIP to preferred VIP, right? And I'm always building my cash buyer list. But I didn't wait to start to go find deals until I had my buyer's list. Having a big buyer's list is nice, but like I said in past videos, I sell most of my deals to the same 20 or 30 cash buyers over and over and over. All right? So go find the deals and the cash buyers will follow. Mistake number 5 is not understanding wholesaling contracts and which contracts to use in different scenarios. Now listen to me. Once you get to the point where it's time to put ink to paper, you absolutely want to make sure that you know exactly what you're signing up for. I don't have all the time in this video to go through the ins and outs of contracts, but I'm going to give you a quick pointer. Know the difference between a purchase and sale agreement for the buy side, a purchase and sale agreement for the sell side, and an assignment contract. You're going to use those 3 contracts in your real estate wholesaling business, so master those documents. An assignment contract is much different than a purchase agreement. You need to know the difference. In an assignment contract, you're literally entering into an agreement with the seller to have them step into your shoes in an already existing purchase and sale agreement. All right, so you have to have the purchase and sale agreement for the buy side set up first, then the assignment allows somebody else to step into that agreement and it locks in your profits as a wholesaler, your assignment fee. Now in a purchase and sale agreement, that's the agreement when you're actually buying the house and you're controlling the real estate. And it allows you, inside that contract, the right to assign the deal to somebody else. And so it'll have a little assignment clause in there, which then gives you the flexibility to either use an assignment, or if you're making too much money, you're going to end up using a purchase and sale agreement on the sell side because you're making a huge profit as a wholesaler. All right, I'm probably not explaining that all that well right now, but I have another video I want you to watch right here where it's going to break down purchase and sale agreements. In fact, I'm going to hook you up. Because you're watching this video up to this point, I'm going to give you all my real estate contracts absolutely free. So when you click the link down in the description down below, being able to download thousands of dollars worth of real estate contracts is my gift to you for subscribing to my channel and hanging out with me. All right? So whatever you do, and it's so important to know the difference between all your purchase and sale agreements, your assignment contracts, the buy side, the sell side, so that way you can lock in your profits and you can make more money. All right, so know your wholesaling contracts. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you in today's training video. I hope you take these 5 mistakes and you learn from them so you can spend more of your time doing the right money-making activities. All right, let me know down in the comment section down below what your biggest takeaways were. And also, before you go, like I said, grab those free real estate contracts down below. Make sure you download them and just look at them, right? There'll be a buy-side contract, a sell-side contract, an assignment form. I have a couple other contracts in there that you're going to use in your real estate investing business. My gift to you, and I hope you really enjoy them and put them to use because a bunch of contracts are worthless until you go do some real estate deals with them. All right, smash that like button. And until next time, I am Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor. Sign off for now. Take care. Comb your hair. Spurbs out.